Hey guys. So anyway, today was good. Actually, today has been really busy and really kind of long, but not like excessively long. Okay, sorry, I keep saying so in first period this morning uh we got a bunch of handouts. They were pretty much all diagrams or photos showing certain parts of the body and certain systems like the digestive system, the circulatory system, etc., etc. Even though this is EMS, just to like have in our notebooks because according to Miss Miller, you learn more. Well, a study that Miss Miller read about. Supposedly your brain learns more if it can associate it with a photo or a color, which I mean a lot of teachers actually will do. Like, apparently Miss Hawkins does a lot with Grace. Well, Grace's class anyway. I don't know about the rest of her classes. Mr. Camp did it a little bit. And a few other classes do it. We do it a little bit in math, or at least we used to when we were younger. I don't even remember what we were learning, but I like couldn't do it unless I had like these specific three colored pencils to do it with. It was just weird. But anyway, so then we after that, and after our discussion in class, just like lecturing and stuff, like a normal day. We went back in the lab and we were looking at certain materials that can help to intubate a person. I think that's what she said, to help them breathe. We were looking at specific ones that go down your throat. We were looking at other ones that go up your nose. And when we were looking at the ones that go up your nose, I'm thinking, huh. Because I remember from when I was 7 and I was out of the coma, I remember them pulling it out of my nose. And mine was longer. Mine actually went down to my stomach. But it was just like, because I can remember them doing it and it kind of hurts, but it's more just like getting the world's longest booger pulled out of your nose. It feels like it's taking forever because they can't just rip it. They have to go kind of slowly, but it's just like, it's painful to a point like it makes you tear up, but you're not crying. It was just, because I could feel it all again. And I'm just like, my nose. Anyway, then in second period, we went over the remainder of a PowerPoint, and then we were working on work in our book because that work is this week's study guide. It's 25 questions. I've got like 12 or 13 of them done already. I started this morning. I'm going to try to finish them tomorrow, and then I will take the notes. And I say I'll take the notes tomorrow because I take photos of the notes because she's just like, as long as you're not actually just playing on your phone, you're fine. Like, if you're taking photos of the notes like what I do, because I'm very specific, it has to be color coded and it has to be word for word, otherwise I'm gonna confuse the hell out of myself. I'm a very peculiar person if you haven't noticed, so. Anyway, like mine have to be specific like that. So she just says, all the power to you, just don't play on your phone pretty much. So that's what we did in second, and then in third period, oh my god, we were finishing this awful test, and when I say awful, I mean like, oh my god, it was horrendous, and she said she was grading the papers earlier, and everyone was just like, pfft. She said it was horrible grading them, and we're the honors class. And then we had a CRA, which is a constructed response assessment, which wasn't nearly as bad. The CRA was so much easier. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. I actually had just gotten it right before lunch, so I was working on it the entire half of class, and then I have like 2 parts of a question left until I'm actually done, but that shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it's nothing like it could have been. It could have been absolutely horrendous like the test itself, but no, thankfully it wasn't. In fourth period, Mr. Camp had me file like 2 things, maybe. And then I got my stuff out and I went to go work on my bookwork for second period. Good night. Okay. I went to go work on my bookwork for second period, and then the fire alarm goes off. So we just all just walked outside, went to our normal meeting spot, and then stood there. Fifth period, Miss Crabtree actually wasn't there. She had to take her son somewhere, so yeah. Then after school, after chess club, which I was also working on bookwork in there, after chess club, I was just going to take Grace home, but apparently the Chick-fil-A by our school, which sponsors our school, they do so much for our school, they were doing like this free frosted lemonade thing. You just had to ask for it, and yeah. So we did that, and they're small. They're like this big, and I think I drank like half of it. Like, it's not bad, but it just tastes weird. Like, it's almost like vanilla ice cream and lemonade combined. I mean, it's, like I said, it's not horrible, but I didn't think it was great. But my friends were just like, oh, this is so good. And I'm just like, it's okay. You know, personal preference, obviously. Then I took Grace home and I took Emma home, and Emma's mom was like, oh, she actually texted me, when we were in chess club and said, hey, tell Emma, I'm making a big dinner, and not to be home too late, you're more than welcome to join if you want. So, I didn't want to be rude, because she's like, hey, get some food, when we walked in, and we put our stuff down. I just got a small plate because I knew we were going to have food here. So I just got a small plate with a little bit of the roast, like a little bit of the roast, mashed potatoes, green beans, and mac and cheese, because that's everything she made. And I just got a little bit of everything. And she thought that the roast was a little dry. If you put a little bit of sauce on it and then microwave it, oh my god, it is so moist. It was so good. It was, Anyway, then I dropped Emma off. I came home. On the way home, there was this guy. Think of like the design of a Highlander, but with, I guess, a more square back, similar to that of a cube. Tailing me for like 7 miles, and it was freaking me the hell out. Because this guy, literally, he would be so close to my back end that I could not see his headlights. Which is terrifying if you've ever been like that. And when he stays like that for miles on end, like, he was like that pretty much when I got out onto the highway and then turned on to get onto the bridge. Because you have to go on the road and then on the bridge. Well, you go on one highway, technically turn onto another, and then go, and then there's a big bridge. And then he turned off and got on the parkway with me. And it was just horrendous, and he followed me all the way to the gas station, like a mile from my house. I turned, and he turned up with me, and I'm thinking, oh my god, if you follow me to my road, I'm gonna call the fucking cops. Like, you are freaking me the hell out. Because he was so close to me, and it was just like, why are you following me? Why are you doing this? You are scaring me. Because, I mean, I don't care if someone follows, necessarily. Like, if someone's just going the same basic direction, you know, all the power to you. But, I mean, when you're that close to them, it's terrifying, because they are right on you, and, like, honestly, there's 3 ways that you can get to my road. You can go up one shortcut, that leads directly to it. You can go up another shortcut that's a little bit longer, and then you can go to the gas station. Well, if I had gone to the first shortcut, which is where I normally go, he would have rammed right into my back end and run me off the road. He was that close to me. If I had gone to the second shortcut, same thing. I went all the way to the gas station, which is like another 2 miles. And then he turned up with me and almost hit me then. So I'm just thinking, oh my god, if you get on my ass and you're gonna tail me again all the way to my road, I'm calling 911. Like, I'm just like, no, you don't do that. And it's not the first time I've had someone do something like that, but it's just like, you are the creepiest person I've had do it. Because generally, you're not in a giant van when it happens. Generally, it's a car like mine, which is just as scary, but a little less, intimidating, so to speak. Anyway, I got home. I have been studying for the PAT test, which is tomorrow, which is Patient Assessment Trauma. It's not that bad. It's really not. It's a lot of palpating and inspecting and assessing just different parts of the body. And then I had some popcorn, and other than that, I've pretty much just been playing video games on my phone. So, anyway, I'm actually gonna go to bed here pretty soon, so I guess I will just talk to you guys later. See ya.